Okay, this is the top room. Okay, we've got that. Obviously, every single room is a bit of a, well, I don't know what to say, let down. You know, skirting boards all shit. Everything is a bit shit. You know, if you do it, why don't you put the sink in the middle of the tiles? Why don't you do that in the middle of those tiles? Shitty walls. Everything, I think, is wood chip wallpaper just to hide the problems, but let's face it, it's not doing a good job. Nice sized room, you can't reach all of it. Okay, but basically, again, you've got wallpaper off down there. Maybe due to damp. I don't know, there's a patch up there. Maybe due to damp. I mean, this is alright. I mean, basically that don't work. The skylight. Let's see if this cupboard's, well, it stands, which is more than what some of them do. Again, everything. Oh, let's get back a bit on this one. Wibble wobble. Socket that looks like it's burnt out somewhere and cracked. That's one socket I can see. Can't really see any more that are visible. So this is a big room with one socket there. I mean, to be honest, it's I'd call it disgusting, to be honest. The landlord obviously, well, the guys that moved out obviously didn't do a good job. This is one of the tidy rooms, I must admit though. Right, let's see what the second top room is like. Let's do the hallway. And we've got that, obviously fire alarms. I don't know, to me that looks upside down, but okay. Oh, we've got a window, maybe it works. I can't reach it really. Now, maybe that's me, but should that be like that? If that's a fire alarm thing, which is mostly a break glass thing, why is it covered up? If you don't know what it is, how can it be a fire alarm? Safe. You've got something there. Okay. Most rooms have a sink. Again, it's, oops. Nice and wonky roof. Everything's single glazed. There is windows. PowerPoint. Lamp on the window. Can't really get in. This is Lucy's room, and compared to where they were, it's all a bit nice. So you've got holes in walls. Let's walk down. Okay, we're walking up. I mean, again, everything's a mess, dirty, and so on. What we got here? Oh, maybe that's ball band, I don't know. Might be the ball band. Shower, doesn't work. The first thought was the electrics, but then we found that that was there. And then when we actually tried to, the light came on there. And then, but when you turned it on, nothing really happened. Push the button, nothing happened. This is my daughter's room. Again, I think it was a house bought cheaply, done up for the absolute minimum. I mean, the ceiling's wonky donkey. Paint coming off. You know, this is what, to be honest, this is what you sort of sometimes expect from a third world country. I mean, all the walls are dented, damaged, you name it. Sink works. At least she's got double glazed windows, which is more than what the others have, but then you think you can clean it up, but then at the end of the day you've also got the point where, you know, yeah, you can clean it up, but this will always look shit. Okay, so there's that one. Alright, let's look at the furniture. Oh, that looks quite nice. Oh, but again, it's wonky. I suppose it's serviceable, but oh, we've got a pipe going out from the bottom, I guess. Alright, so there's one. Don't know what it's going to be like once there's clothes in there. But it's, I don't know, I reckon there was wood behind it, hardboard to keep it, but now that's gone, hasn't been replaced. Right, then we've got the cupboard, or the drawer unit. It's not straight. Let's do that way, you can see it better. It isn't right. I think the bottom drawer is about, oh no, that's fallen off now. So again, not built properly, not maintained properly. You know, it's like at the end of term, everyone throws out all their stuff in the university. A lot of people, because they're going home for good or so, they just throw everything out. And I think basically everything that was thrown out, this guy found and put in a building and said, this is the new furnished flat. I mean, just above that window there, it's just grotty. Oh, and then you look at that window, oh again, ooh, grotty. There's only so much paint will do. Here we go into grot. There's grotty down there. Let's check the wardrobes. Oh, this one looks like it might actually work. Yeah, one. Again, the guy's left it in a mess. I don't know if I can blame the landlord for that, but maybe they found it in a mess. Oh, Guinness bottle. Dodgy ball. Can't get in there. That bit's okay. Will do, put it that way, I would say it's okay. That one's sort of okay. You know, these are, anything new is basically the cheapest he could find it. You know, why spend £50 on something when you can spend £10 on something or get it out of the dump for free? Right. Down. Okay. Shower next to wood. It's always a good idea if you want the wood to rot. You want it to look mouldy and shitty. That's the other end. Yeah, you could sit down there and put it this way, if you sit down there you might fall through it. Okay, but this one does actually work. So somebody had a shower in that the other day. We did tell them to leave the door open in case they got electrocuted. Okay, so as you can see again, cheap. You know, I'd be surprised if water wasn't going in there, which could be a problem. Is the landlord going to do anything about it? I very much doubt it, and the terms of the agreement are quite loose. Okay. Well, this one compared to the others, yeah, I suppose you could say it's moderately better. I tell you, these tiles must have been on sale. They were giving them away, one or two. Yeah, see, that's some of the furniture. Again, don't know what's been in there. Again, cheap shit. Hardboard off the back. Broken leg. Could fall down, kill someone. Well, then you've got the drawer unit. I suppose it keeps everything airy if you haven't got any fronts to run. daughter's laptop. Again, I'm not too sure what all this is. Is that the meter board? I'm not 100% sure. They've just put black tape over it. Maybe it's a security alarm. Again, not sure. Oh yeah, the light don't work. Right. Yeah. We can always put a lampshade on that. Right. See the curtains? They're just literally hung up with bits of string. That's the way they do it. You've got the lovely pelmets. It mostly wouldn't be so bad if they're allowed to, if they're given like money to actually paint these things up and do it their way, they could maybe do something with it, make it a little bit more homely. Like maybe put diamonds on the front, make it look something. But I mean, okay, we've got cheap flowery curtains there. I suppose some people might actually like them. And then you've got a brown curtain over there with a sink in the front room. Obviously this was meant to be some sort of living room or bedroom at some stage for the student, but they decided, I think the students are a bit worried about the ground floor because people might break in, and so they're a bit worried about having their bedroom on the ground floor. Okay, and obviously easily seeable from the front. Yeah, well, I suppose they've, but are they the same? Yeah, I think they are the same. Yeah, you got that in there. They do actually match, which makes a change for this house. But again, above it, sort of all collapsed. Big gaps. Carpet's cleaner. I suppose some of the guys were a bit more cleaner than others. I think if it was a communal area, if somebody doesn't tidy it, then why should the others? Let's face it, that's how it sometimes works. Right, as an example of door locks, this one's got that shitty thing there. All a bit like that, all a bit. This one's a bad. You might walk down here. Floorboard gives there, just over there for some reason. So it's a bigger kitchen. I think one of the reasons why they took it is because it's just a bigger overall than the old place. That old place though was impeccable, I think. You know, it was really nice. New when they went in, it was a new kitchen, new laminate floor, all the walls were straight, plastered, plasterboarded, everything was good. New showers, nice showers, black kitchen unit, you know, new sort of top of the range kitchen unit, totally different. We go from the top range to the bottom range. That's what they've gone from. So why the guys had so many fridges and freezers, we don't know. That one on the end is one of the girls that we've just moved that in. But then you've got, say, a fridge freezer, 2 freezers and 2 fridges. I can sort of understand a little bit, but we just need to sort that out a little bit better, and maybe it will be okay. This one can maybe go, because it does give them a bit more area, but again, it's all the tiles are broken there, down there. Obviously water's gone down there somehow. Oh, look. That's what we've got it to. Now apparently today we were told by the letting agents that cleaners were going to come around to sort it out. You know, there's the bottom of that. Whether that, you know, is what works and what doesn't work is the next thing. Just because something's here doesn't mean to say it's actually working. I mean, that's, you know, and again, sometimes his responsibilities are very limited, and even when they're not limited, it's what is he going to do when something does go wrong. And I think I think we're going to find he's one of these landlords that will just do it on the cheap, take 3 weeks to do it, and maybe just do a cheap, shitty job when he does do it. There's nothing to indicate here that the landlord cares at all about what's going on. Again, what's this about? Is that a switch? I have no idea. To me it looks like a break glass thing, and they've just something's, there's obviously a hole there. I mean, maybe that's that. Feels the same. Not sure. Right, if I hold this still, you can see. What can you say? Shitty. Is there anywhere else to look? Well, this video is mainly as a reference as to how it was when they moved in. You know, you've got curtain poles with no poles and no curtains. Take it down or put one up. You know, it's everything about this house equals shitness. Nothing, absolutely nothing you can say, you know, they did a good job here. Anyway, I'm gonna go for now. I think as we find things I might add a bit more onto the end, but basically, you know, where are the instructions for the fire alarm? None given. Alright, so we've got this, I suppose, testing the fire alarm. Dare we use it without setting it off, not being able to turn it off again. It has got an entry system, better not let you see that. Okay, that's it for now.